First question is not chess related, so could you please just elaborate on that, your life history, just in few words?
Okay, it's very difficult to speak about myself. When I was young, a long time ago, okay, I was involved in the guerrilla warfare in Cuba. I fought under Fidel Castro and Che Guevara. And of course, it's part of my history. And if you want to ask something specifically about, I should be pleased to answer you.
It would be really interesting to speak in few words about Che Guevara. What was he like?
Okay. First of all, Che Guevara is a man which I respect very, very much. I consider him my friend. He was a wonderful person. Personally, he was a wonderful person. At war, strategically, he was excellent. He had an excellent relationship with soldiers and with all the people there. I respect him very, very much. And of course, even, I consider that you may agree with his theories or not. However, a man that having everything and being a senior official of the Cuban government decides to die fighting for his ideals in a jungle must be respected.
So yeah, we can return to chess and this tournament. On the opening of this tournament, opening ceremony, Georgios Makropoulos, vice president of FIDE, apologized to Georgian Chess Federation because FIDE had connections and meeting to Abkhazian Chess Federation. What is your take on it?
Okay. FIDE as an international organization is a totally non-political organization. Because of this, in one moment, we are surprised with Mr. Ilunginov's visit to Abkhazia. Well, for me, it's very difficult to pronounce the name of this region. And they given a diploma to the representative of chess there. Okay. As I have known from geography, Abkhazia belongs to Georgia. So this, of course, this behavior of Mr. Ilunginov had to be analyzed here in Georgia. And I believe that people here were not pleased with it. So because of this, Mr. Makropoulos considered it was necessary to apologize on behalf of FIDE for this act. This was the reason for which at the opening ceremony he apologized.
So yeah, next question would be about the Chess Olympics, which will be held in Georgia next year, and parallel to it, there will be election for FIDE president. So who is your favorite to be the president of FIDE?
Well, first of all, I am very pleased. I want to say that I am very pleased that the Olympiad shall be held here in Georgia. Georgia has a tradition in chess, have organized I don't know how many big events, official events. This is a sample of what Georgia can organize, because I believe that this is in all the steps of the World Championship cycle. The World Cup is one of the that is more difficult to organize, and is one of the most important events. Here you see that practically we have all the top players playing. However, the organization here is excellent. Hotel is very nice. There are no complaints at all. Food is good. Tournament hall is good. So, of course, I am sure that the Olympiad at Batumi shall be a total success. Regarding the elections, okay, perhaps it is a little bit early to speak about this because the election shall be held next year and this same date, in the same date in December. Actually, the only one that is running, clearly running for FIDE president to be re-elected as FIDE president is Mr. Ilunginov. However, Mr. Ilunginov has a big problem. By some reason that this, I am not able to judge it about how fair they are or not. He is under sanction for the Department of the Treasury of the United States. To have such a senior official as president of FIDE sanctioned will mean that in any moment our finance can be blocked by the Department of the Treasury, and of course all the work on FIDE will stop. So in this case, I believe that for sure there will be another candidate, not an opposition, because this is not the real opposition to Mr. Ilunginov. It's an opposition to a person that is under sanction, that is different. Okay, unfortunately, he is. However, I'm sure that there will be candidates, perhaps more than one. For me, as I have seen here in Georgia, Mr. Asmail should be an excellent candidate, but of course it's up to him to decide if he is running or not. We have, as Continental President of America, I can tell you that a month and a half ago we have our Continental meeting at Costa Rica, and overwhelming, the Federation votes 26-2 not to support a person that is under sanction. I believe that all the clever people in other federations, not only in America, of course, but outside America, in Europe, in Asia, will think the same way that America did. So, if Mr. Asmail decides to run, I'm sure that America will back him.
So please remember your favorite chess players from past with whom you were friends with.
Okay, it is very difficult to say, okay, my favorite is this or this, because the time change, the styles change. And of course, you cannot compare, for instance, Steinitz with Capablanca, or Capablanca with Fischer, or even Fischer with Kasparov. It is very difficult because the time change, and we live in a dynamic world. So I have several favorites. I think that Steinitz changed the style in chess, was a change from the romantic chess. Although somebody has said that he just only copied Murphy. Then Capablanca was a genius, of course. He can exploit a minimum advantage, but those that have not the genius of Capablanca in the same position only make draw. So after that, of course, we jump to Fischer. Fischer is another kind of genius. He was a genius by himself. It was the time that there were no computers. You have to depend on your copybook and your brain. And was a genius. And was a very stubborn player. And after that came Kasparov, that was another genius. In a way, perhaps he is stubborn as Fischer and have the genius hood of Capablanca. But as I said at the beginning, it is very difficult to be married with only one. So perhaps I prefer the Mormons that may have 4 wives.
So, and one last question. What are your impressions about Tbilisi and Georgia, and how did you like it here?
Okay, this is my first time here. I have had a wonderful attention from all the officials, the chess officials here. The organization is excellent. I have made some tours to the old city and so on. I like, as I am old, I like old places. And I am very, very pleased to be here. And of course, I hope I shall be also in Batumi during the Olympiad.
So thank you for your interview and your time, and I wish you best of luck.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity to address to the Georgian people. Thank you.